What's up, guys? So I am doing something pretty crazy. I got a little ahead of myself, unboxed a bunch of items, but we got some actual CRF50 triple forks getting installed on the bike. Now I know it looks like a hot mess, but all I did was some really basic simple things. So let me just catch you guys up to speed. So first things first, took my front fender off. That's going to expose the bottom nut for your forks. Now a big thing here is that if you have anything attached to your forks, make sure you take them off first so they don't get in the way, as well as your front brake. Take that bad boy off. Any electronics, keep it attached to the handlebars, keep it pushed away off of the bike. Makes it a whole lot easier. All right, guys, so once that's unbolted, you can slide the fork from the bottom end out, because you'll have the top part stuck on there pretty well. It has this little lip, so if you just pop it from the bottom, it pops right out. Then you can smack the bolt and it'll pop right out. You'll have some little bushings that'll fall out of there. Just put them off to the side so you don't lose them. They look like this. Also, if you have any accessories or the wiring going through the top clamp of your stock bars, you can also shoot that off, like you can see I did right there. Real simple stuff, guys. Don't stress it. It's really simple. So all we're doing now is I have my brakes up here and my handlebars, my ignition, make sure everything's off. We're good to go. Also, I haven't filmed it, but I also did install a CRF50 rear brake conversion, which was super simple and it's awesome. It's amazing, and it's like a super budget setup for a real authentic brake. But we'll jump into that either on the end of this video or another one, so don't worry about that, guys, but we'll get there. Right now what we need to do is, you see this big stem bolt, we got to knock this off. So I'm in the process of doing that, and I'll catch up with you guys once I get it out. So just took a hammer to the top of this, beat it in, and now that released it from the bottom clamp, and now we can put in our adapter and get our forks onto the bike. So I got way ahead of myself. The cameras died, both the GoPro and my cell phone, so sorry about that, but don't worry, it's not that difficult. And I'm just going to highlight a couple of things that went on with this whole swap process. So where I left you guys off was that everything was removed from the bike. Now we had our forks with our triple clamps. Very easy. All you got to do is loosen these guys up pretty good, and if you're having trouble snaking the tube through it, the flathead right here, just twist it to the side, it'll open it up some more. Do that for both the top and the bottom, and then you can put it in there. You always want to make sure that the part of the fork that has a little arm that comes up is facing the front of the wheel, and that's pretty much it as far as the direction of it. These are the 12mm version, so you can put the stock axle in here. Now for SX guys, my stock axle was just actually a little too short, so I swapped it off of my MX, which happened to be like an eighth longer. It's kind of weird, but it actually works better that way. So I put the MX axle on here. You can order axles off of Amazon for pretty cheap as well, so I'll drop that in the comments, in the description below as well. But we put that on there, and as you can see here, so we're using just the regular end bolt here, the axle, the spacer. I had a little spacer that was cut down that came with a different adapter kit, but you can order these things on Amazon. I hate to say it, but I don't know the correct sizing. If I get that information by the time I upload this video, then I'll let you guys know what size to order. But I just ordered, I didn't order, I just put one there, and then that's the regular end of the axle bolt. So everything bolts up perfectly fine there. You can see the wheel spinning in one of the other videos. So another thing is, when you're getting this tube on, on the ride or die adapter. It's kind of hard to see because the bike is completely put together, but it's very simple. You're going to have the little crown or top hat looking bushings. Those are going to stay in there. Bottom is going to be a little hard to keep on there, but don't worry about it. You'll figure it out. It's none of this stuff is difficult at all. All right, so what you're going to do is you're going to put the big bushing down on the bottom facing up. Then you're going to feed the tube through the top. I put the washer on this end and the smaller big bushing on the bottom end of this. I know it sounds like I'm just saying a bunch of random stuff, but when you see the picture of the actual bushing adapter kit, it'll make a lot more sense. But it's very simple, guys. You want to leave all this stuff kind of loose so you can adjust it afterwards. But once it's all on there, tighten it up pretty good, and then that's it. You'll have your forks installed on your bike. Now, I ordered the forks that come with the brakes. It does not come with the bolts for the brakes, which is a big shame, and it doesn't come with the rotors. So I ordered all that separately. These are 180 mil CRF 50 rotors, and I put a bunch of washers in there, as you can see from the other clip as well. Might be ghetto, but it works. Yeah, couple stacks, but it's meant. It's stupid, but it's meant. Hey Jay, stating that it's just spacers on spacers. So I mean, it's not the prettiest thing, and I will eventually just order another bushing adapter, kind of like what we have on the wheel axle, just for that, to make sure it's perfectly, you know, the same thickness from bolt to bolt. But besides that, it just bolts on pretty good. The rotor, you've seen me drill out the ends of the holes because it is actually 1 millimeter too short compared to the stock sizing. But once you do that, it'll bolt right on. And then I have my eBay lever for my back brake as well as the front. The back brake's actually really simple. It's the same ordeal. You order the CRF 51 millimeter bracket for the front fork, and it actually bolts onto the rear. So you bolt that bad boy on. You do the same thing with the rotor, and it fits the rear tire. Like I said, you just got to open it up that 1 millimeter all the way around. It gets on the wheel, and then you feed your line up to the front. And we have brakes here. I have yet to swap out this lever. I have the other lever on the side. I just haven't swapped it yet because it's so tight that I kind of like where it's at. I don't want to fuss with rebleeding it. But guys, if you have any questions about this whole process, let me know. It's super worth it. Also, I had a little issue with the SX model. You won't have this issue with the MX because the frame that connects to the triple clamps is almost 2 inches longer on the MX compared to the SX. So right here on the MX, it will come up almost to the very top, and you won't have an issue with your risers. I did, and I don't like the 3-inch risers that come on it. So I have a little combination of the stock riser top with the CRF 50 top on the bottom end of it. Fits pretty well that way. And then I also upgraded my handlebars. But if you don't want to upgrade your handlebars, you can use the stock clamps, or if you have an MX, it's going to work perfectly fine. So yeah guys, if you have any questions, let me know. I just did a big ride out with this. I didn't record much footage. You guys probably seen the clip that was only like a minute long, but yeah, it rides amazingly. The only con to it is the turning radius is a little bit reduced. Doesn't bother me much, and the width of the handlebars are pretty wide. I'm gonna cut those down probably this weekend or something like that when I get a few extra minutes to mess with the bike. But besides that, guys, let me know what you guys think, and keep you guys updated with the bike. But right now she's pretty much done. I think the only thing I want to do is, besides adding the rear tail light, is go with the 10-inch front tire back on this thing instead of the MX tire in the front. But besides that, she's pretty much dialed. And with that, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.